Hi, family. I am back with another reading. Okay, we're going to find out what there's an elder ancestor that has some wisdom she wants to pass down. Listen to those who walk before you. Okay, the elder ancestor. So we're going to find out just a quick message and see what wants to come through. Okay, so let's see. First, I want to give thanks to the Most High for being all seeing, all present, all powerful, being all good, and being the only wise God, and giving thanks to my ancestors for their sacred knowledge, wisdom, and strength, and giving thanks to my spirit team for their guidance and support. Okay, so we have some synchronicities. The universe is speaking through us, synchronicities here. Okay, it says the universe is speaking through patterns. Okay, so the patterns that I see is there is blessings on its way. Okay, there's blessings on its way. That's the synchronicities I'm picking up on. There's a lot of excitement in the air. Okay, so the next energy is manifestation in motion. Okay, and we have wait for signs, letting circumstances guide your next step. Okay, so there's something manifestation that's been manifestations in motion. So it says hanging on a string is the next energy that came out. So let's find out what's behind these energies. We're going to clarify it with this clarifying life situation deck here. Okay. Matter of fact, let's just pull some energies around the life synchronicities. Okay, so there's a toxic work environment. Something is draining your energy. Okay, so it could be some toxic work. It could be some toxic people in your work environment. Okay, and then we have euphoria. Okay, so this is clarifying the manifestations in motion. So it's going to be some exciting times, some happy miracles type of energy. Okay, so let's see, let's pull another energy for this hanging on a string. Emotional overload. Too much at once, take a step back. So it's like something with these two different energies, with this toxic work environment. That is another synchronicity where I've been hearing like a lot of people in looking, just checking out a couple of readings, that there is somebody that's kind of like kind of toxic. Okay, and I'm like, I don't understand, but we about to find out. Okay, so tell me what's going on. Just gonna pull a couple energies. It's gonna be a quick read. So let's find out what's going on with the synchronicities. The universe is speaking through patterns. Okay, so we have not afraid of hard times. Okay, so this speaks of confront challenges with courage, for they are the stepping stones to growth and wisdom. Okay, synchronicities is nobody's afraid. Okay, it says seek the truth. Okay, so somebody's not afraid of hard times. Okay, truth is being seeking. Um, okay, to tell the truth, seek the truth. We have secrets emerge in the rhythm of cycles. The hidden is unveiled. Await the reveal with an open heart and mind. So this is secrets is emerging. So as the truth is seek, secrets are emerging through the process. Okay, so let's see. Let's do manifestation in motion. Manifestation in motion, euphoria. That state. Ooh, this a lot came out. At the bottom of the deck, it says stand strong. Okay, so let's see. Steady progress. Move with deliberance. Care as patience and attentive guide you to throughout achievements. Okay, so there is some sort of care. Move with deliberate care as patience and attentiveness guide you to through achievements. Okay, this is a lot came in. I'm not gonna keep all of these, but I'm definitely gonna read them. So there's some flames of passion. Let the flames of your passion light your way, but be mindful of the fires that they may ignite along your journey. So as this manifestation is being manifested, this is a lot of passion moving forward. Answers are unfolding. Okay, things are sculpture of self. So people are finding this is like an identity card, sculpture of self. So people are able to see and sculpt oneself and is experiencing groove of unity. Okay, with no illusions. Okay, it could be facing their shadows, stepping into the evolving valley of shadows. Here, fears are faced, and the courage is being forged in dimly lit paths. And they're giving up control. Okay, and they're letting their spirit guide take the lead. They're trusting themselves. Okay, and they're finding balance in the midst. Okay, so it says, seek solace in the silence where clarity finds its true voice. So it's like it's healing people. So there's manifestations in motion that people are experiencing. Okay. So I know checks out some of my other readings where we talk about shadows and being walked through the shadows for their ancestral rewards. So they have step by step guides on how to bring this into manifestation. So yeah, it's bringing a lot of euphoria. Okay, so it's a lot of good things. Okay, so the synchronicities, there could be more. Okay, so this being a work environment, a toxic work environment where people are not afraid of hardships and they're seeking the truth. And in doing so, they're manifesting with the knowledge of truth that they're experiencing. Okay, so it could be a toxic work environment could cause a boss to be kind of messed up. If they're having a toxic work environment and the synchronicities is kind of coming to light, okay, and the steps that they're taking, that's one is taking to steady progress, is bringing them to, yeah, it says their guide connections. So this guide connections is harnessing the power of networks, cultivating meaningful relationships, and strategizing your path to success. So it's like it's guiding a group of people. There's a guide that is connecting steady progress. They're connecting to their guide, and they have sky of clarity. So things is coming and manifesting, where people are confirmation, where they're manifesting, manifesting, manifestation, manifesting. Okay, so things people are seeing things clear. The guide is leading them to steady progress, moving in deliberate care, as patience and attentiveness, guiding you to out in achievements. So they have a sky of clarity and they're experiencing euphoria. How beautiful. Okay, so there's an emotional overload, too much at once. Take a step back, hanging on a string. What is this? This is like loose ends. Okay, so somebody, it's that stand strong. Okay, this fly. Okay, sorry. Motherfucker. Hold on one second. Let me get his ass. Okay, so it says stand strong, where defenses as your shield, with defenses as your shield. Find strength and preservation, guiding what matters most, guarding what matters most. So it's just hanging on the string. They're standing guarded. They're guarding what matters to them. Okay, they're hanging on the string. They're fully immersed. Somebody is fully immersed. Okay, and everything you want is all around you, just waiting for you to see it. So somebody is standing strong and guarded. They have experienced something. They're hanging by a string, fully immersed in this unlock your heart energy. Embrace vulnerability. Let love guide your journey to self discovery. Okay. Okay. Come through, spirit. So somebody's hanging on the string. They're guarded. They're fully immersed in whatever it is, but they're kind of guarded, standing strong, waiting, hanging on the string. Also, tell me, emotional overload. So tell me, adapt and thrive. Luck flows with change. Stay flexible, embrace shifts, and learn from the journey as answers reveal themselves. Okay, so they're hanging on a string. Someone's hanging on a string. They're standing guarded. They're fully immersed. They're adapting and they're thriving. They're seeing things clearly through this guided connection, and they're not afraid of hardships. So they're seeking the truth. So not being afraid of hardships reminds me of the energy where you're going to do it anyway. It may be, a problem with some people. Okay, so let's get another energy. Okay, let's get another energy, spirit. This toxic workplace environment, these synchronicities. So it's like somebody's working in a work environment and the synchronicities could be, hold on one second. Okay, so somebody is stopping and reflecting, pausing your journey to appreciate how far you've come and where you're headed. Okay. Okay, so it says stop and reflect, pausing your journey to appreciate how far you've come and where you're headed. Okay, so they seeking some type of truth. They're pausing. They're not afraid of hardships. They're seeking the truth. They're stopping. They're reflecting. They're getting advice. Okay, with a toxic work environment, it's just like they could be standing out amongst the rest, and somebody not liking it. Somebody don't like that. Okay, so tell me more, spirit, about this. Let's get a couple more. Let's do this toxic. So yeah, they're on the right track. We're on the right track. You're on the right track. You're on the right track. Okay, so somebody's on the right track. What's the problem? The synchronicity, the universe is speaking through patterns, so it's speaking for someone. Okay, it's not everything is not for everybody. Okay, but for those that connect, right, they could be some secrets that be emerging. So it could be some information coming out around people in this. I don't know. Tell me more, spirit. These synchronicities. Tell me more about these synchronicities. Mm-hmm. So if something's coming clear to somebody, they're stopping, reflecting, they're getting advice. Okay, they're on the right track. Tell them more. What else they need to know right now, spirit? Yeah, trust the process. They're saying trust the process. You ain't gotta do nothing. Embrace uncertainty. Have faith in the journey unfolding before you. Just go with it. So continue to go with it. Okay, this is your message. Continue going with it. Continue going with it. Just go with it. Okay, so let's get this manifestation in motion over here. Okay, this is a pathfinder. Okay, so the pathfinder speaks of trust your inner compass to illuminate your path, love, and career. And revealing, it says, revealing the direction your soul whispers to explore. So it's like steady steps. It's like there's a guide connection, which is this elder right here, guiding your intuition, this ancestor. Okay, so they're guiding where this connection, where the sky is clarity, clear as blue sky. It says soar into the boundless sky of clarity, where sights are as infinite as the azure expanses. Okay, so it's clear. You see something crystal clear. Why would you turn and go somewhere else? I can see if it was muggy or muddy. You know what I'm saying? So you're on a path. So somebody's on a path of seeing things clearly. We have harmonies call. So things can be balanced, balancing out. That's what we want in life, right? We want to be balanced. We clarify euphoria and manifestation in motion. Your desires are beginning to manifest. So, hey, you're free to move. Okay. Embrace your liberty to explore new paths. The world is wide open for your journey. Okay. So, what's the problem? You're manifesting. You're manifesting. Okay. You're on a path. You're free to move. There's clarity. There's results. Okay. Give us another one, Spirit. Okay. Sculpture of self. So this has to do with sculpting yourself. You could be dealing, be coming from the dark into the light. You could be merging the two. You could be balancing yourself out, the yin and yang energy. Your self discovery. You're learning, you're sculpturing yourself. Shape the sculpture of self, honoring the perpetual act of forming and expressing identity. Okay, that's beautiful. And what's the problem? So it says emotional overload, too much at once. Take a step back. So they could be experiencing this and not like really excited, but they're guarding themselves because they're fully immersed. They're adapting and thriving. Luck flows with change. Stay flexible, embrace shifts, and learn from the journey as answers reveal themselves, which is beautiful. So this emotional overload could be like, I've seen somebody like, oh my God, like this, like, oh my God, experiencing something and then coming back out like, oh my God, this is working. So it's like excitement, but they're guarded because like emerging dawn. Just trust that every ending is another beginning coming in disguise. So it's like another morning, another day goes by, and it's like if it's working, what do? We do it again and again and again. Right? There's no illusions attached to this. An more emerging dawn. So it's like towards the evening. Okay, says no illusion. Stay grounded in truth, embracing reality with clarity and wisdom to navigate life's journey authentically. Okay, so this is being clear by the end of the day. You know how things can get kind of muddy. You have an idea in the morning, and then by the time the day goes by, it's like, there's so many different things that could have come up that kind of weakened your vision or idea or whatever your experience. But no, with this, it's like it says no illusions. So even by the emerging dawn, there is no illusions. It's like it's clarity. That's another word for clarity. Yeah, it says things is getting better. Okay, so somebody is getting better in a situation. Growth is a journey, not a destination. Welcome improvements one step at a time. So it's like they found something that is working for them. What's the problem? Recovery comeback. Find strength in healing as each step forward renews hope and it paves the way for triumph and resurgence. So this is like somebody's on the recovery or some sort of comeback. It could be drugs, it could be sex addiction, it could be whatever habit that has been released. The elders has a message. So let's find out what this is. More adventure. Embrace the unknown with curiosity, letting each journey shape your path and wisdom. So it's even more adventure to come. It's even more adventures to come. They're hanging on by a string. That is like, look, I am tapped into something. And this work is very beautiful. It comes with this trust in the process and sculpting self. A lot of times people don't be willing to change. So this energy shows that somebody is willing to change, Okay, they seeing things clear. They're taking small steps. They're being guided. Okay, what I'm thinking with this elder's energy right here, this is a guide. This is a spirit guide. Okay, ancestral guide, and it's bringing them to clarity on a path to move freely. Okay, and then they hang something's hanging on a string. So it says loose ends. So they could be, I don't know why somebody could be guarded and shielded. They have to. It's like keeping it close, keeping it in, protecting it, what they know, staying shielded, being in this toxic work environment. The emotions is it my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. So they're changing into somebody that they're proud of, but they're standing guarded, fully immersed. Okay, because they're headed toward a journey, some fantasy land. They're staying in the flow, shielded resilience, resurrection is coming. A new world is coming. Okay, they're trusting the process. Okay, they're following the steps. They're just going with it. They said they're just going with it. I'm picking up the energy. I'm just going with it. I'm just going with it. Embrace spontaneity and trust the journey, remaining open to unexpected twists and turns along the way. So they like, look, I found me a safe space. I found something that works for me. There's nothing nobody can do to change my mind. Okay, this person is embracing the unknown. Okay, so it's like I'm cool. What's the problem? Okay, I don't. Let's see. It's clear. They're hanging on the string. They're hanging on. Okay, ancestors is guiding them. We're gonna read this. Roots of stability. You could be connecting, being grounded, securing your foundation, fostering growth and stability with a thriving journey ahead. So this is being rooted. This is growing roots in something that's working for you. This is standing strong. Okay, in this cloud of unknowing with this growth potential. Okay, so you have all the energies lined up. Hmm. So I'm getting there's a lot of fire. Something going on at work. There's a lot of fire. There's a lot of flame. There's a lot of hardship. So with this person seeking the truth behind the veil kind of energy, it's like, hey, I'm over here. I'm just on the outside looking in, and what I see is I'm on the right track. I don't know what's going on anywhere else, but you feel like you're on the right track, and you trust, ask to trust the process. Okay, period. The cloud of unknowing, the cloud of faith. Okay, and a lot of times we are not going to know if our spirit guide is guiding us. We just need to be open. We need to be open to listen. Okay, listen to what's being said. Follow our intuition. If these messages are helping you, I'm glad they are. Okay, so let's see. Oh, this emotional overload. I'm thinking somebody that's kind of like excitement, like, oh my God, like something is working. Something is working. Hold on, hold on. The synchronicities also can come in. I don't know, synchronicities where I'm kind of seeing some toxic. So if somebody is seeing something toxic in synchronicities, like somebody could have said something, or they could be seeing something that could be everything is like coming together where something is not right. And then this person, then you could be trying something new with small steps and connecting with your guide, with your elders, who's listening to those who walk before you, because apparently you're listening to somebody that could be elder. Okay, Okay, let me see if I can get this message out real fast before my phone dies. Oh, hold on. I forgot I can use this. I can use this one. I got a little more space. Let's see what the elder ancestor has to say. Okay, so it says the elder ancestor embodies wisdom and sacred tradition. They are the keeper of ancestral memory and the living library of your lineage. This their presence reminds you that you are never without guidance. Their voice whispers through intuition, rituals, and dreams. The elders cause you to slow down, to honor sacred teachings, and to become a wise guide for others in time. Okay, so let's say looking for more information. So it says wisdom passed down through generations. Okay, so they're connected to manifesting through wisdom passed down through generations. Guidance and protection is a light aspect in decision making. Patience, discipline, and resilience. A connection to sacred tradition and spiritual authority. The shadow aspects is rigidity and refusal to evolve, suppression of younger voices or new perspectives, abuse of authority or misuse of wisdom, holding on to outdated traditions that strive growth. So this could be this toxic work environment. It could have something to do with the shadow aspect. Okay, and tapping into the wisdom that is around them where they could be using their intuition. Okay, they could be making better decisions, which it looks like they have in this manifestation energy and a connection to sacred tradition and spiritual authority. So with their somebody just tapped into their elder, to their connection guide. And because they did, they're manifesting something, but now they're able to see the the shadow aspects of the things that are around them that could be toxic and the synchronicities of this, yeah, with this seeking the truth behind this veil energy and stopping to reflect, right? And choosing wise, getting wise counsel that's putting them on the right track and they're trusting the process. This could be where they're hanging on a string. So what let's see what it says child ancestral message. It says, child of my bloodline, you carry the wisdom of countless ages. Do not rush your path. Move with patience, for true understanding comes with time. I am with you as you walk, offering guidance when you call. I honor the wisdom of my ancestors and walk in patience, strength, and clarity. So it's so hanging on is what I'm getting with this hanging on a string. It's like just stay alert. You know what I mean? It's like don't be real anxious, but just be patient, knowing that you're going to make the right moves whenever it's time for you to make the right moves. Okay, it's like just pay attention to what's going on around you. You know, try to act from a place where you're at peace, right? Not a lot of anxiety because I do see some fire over here with the synchronicities, and you're on the verge of having courage, but it's that part right there is just needs to be balanced. Okay. Since you're alert, you're awake now, you will never fall back to sleep. So it's not a rush. It's more like they said, just be patient, hold it on to. It's like be patient, disciplined, and resilient. Okay. Yeah. and being spiritual authority of yourself. Enjoy the euphoria. You know, what it's going to do is just open your eyes up to the things that's going on around you. You're going to be more and more alert. And once you, as you deal with the as you hear with your shadow, see with this particular ancestor, they're telling you that you're being awakened. Your memory is coming back, and your and their presence reminds you that you are never without guidance. So it's like they're not gonna ever leave. Long as you stay connected to them and know that they're there, and then any questions that you may have, any be clear because the ancestors work like a computer. Once you put the question in, they're going to give you the signs and synchronicities of your answer. But you have to be mindful just one question at a time and be patient and just look how they communicate with you. Okay. And it can be through numbers too. Always like if you see a certain number on the clock, like you can stop now and just look at what time it is and type in the angel number for that particular number. That's a message there. Okay. So that's always when you need to check in, just taking the time and just checking your angel number. That's an instant connection to your guide. They'll let you know what you need to be working on, what you need to be focused on, or whatever, depending on the time. Okay. So that's a quick way to check in when you're in this emotional overload, not knowing what to do. Sometimes it's just called for you just to be patient. Okay. Um, and being clear. No anxiety though, because they don't work with fear. Ancestors like they don't want you to be fearful. They want you to be confident in your stance. Wherever you're standing, be confident in what you know, that you're seeing things clearly, that you're on the right path, that you are free to move, and that you are sculpturing yourself, and that you are standing guarded as you should, but not fear, and you stand in the flow, which is good because you're standing in the flow, meaning you're listening, you're in the present, which is good. You're coming back from something, a recovery comeback that always feels good. It's like you're awakening to your timeline where you are on that right now, and there's no illusions, there's no confusion, which is beautiful, right? Because a lot of time when you're not, there is no illusions. A lot of time there is, you're dealing with the opposite, the shadow side of illusions, but there's no illusions. Okay, so yeah, you're going through new ventures. Things are getting better. Okay, and they're just saying, just go with it and stay grounded, stay rooted, stay strong, meditate, sit back, be quiet, listen to your heart. Put your heart's desires, speak your heart's desires. Really what's coming from the heart, and just come one with everything. Okay, let's see. Yeah, you could be feeling like you can feeling like that you have light of a feather. Okay, you can be feeling light about these keys that you're gaining. So you can be feeling good. That's feeling good. It's not feeling heavy, you know. So you're open. You're open. That's what it's fruit. Answers are unfolding. Okay, so you could be blown back. Okay, what else? Yeah, you're seeking higher wisdom. Okay, which is good. Seek higher wisdom. Continue. Okay, explore options, learn what you can, and expand your horizons. Learn what you can and expand your horizons. Okay, so yeah, give up control, and let your ancestors just guide you. Okay, a lot of times you must be a person that be in control all the time. So I got this message before I started this live. So this is a question, says divine intervention. So whatever happened, divine intervention is available. The angels, the ancestors, they work with the Most High. So they can come in and intrude and make things perfect at any given time. So know that it's not you. Know that it's your prayers, right? It's your intentions. It's your willingness to stay connected, because it's like you're going to realize at the end of it, everything's going to turn out perfectly fine. Okay? It says, rise, child of the ancient, your time has come. Okay. So this is empowering and guiding. So yeah, you're ready for something. You're manifesting something. You're changing your identity. You're about to rise into a position. You're about to rise into a situation. You're about to rise up out of your situation if this is not a place that you want to be. So it's coming, and the thing about it is, it'll never leave. It ain't going nowhere. I don't care what time of day you tap in, they're there for you to tap into them. Anytime you tap into them and the guidance, you want to tap into them and show them appreciation and tell them thank you. They're there. You want to say, I love you. You're there. You just let them know, put a glass of water, light a white candle, honor them, and just understand that you are going to a place, they're guiding you where they fell off. They wasn't able to go as far as you are taking them. So know that they're with you. They're not going to set you up to fail. Okay, and they will never leave you. They just been asleep. You've been asleep to them, and they're just glad you awakened to them. So now they're about to guide you into a situation for sure. Okay, let's pull up a couple more energies. It says, I am loved. Love flows to me and through me effortlessly. So you are loved and it's flowing through you and they're connecting with you. It says, I am constantly healing, evolving, and becoming the best version of myself. See, as long as that's why your elder is here to let you know we're with you. We're your memory. We're the memory of you being that. So they are there to assist you. Yeah, it says, goes to the past, memory of someone lost, something lost. And this is your ancestor, something lost. So there could be something lost. Okay, that's coming back. Let's put another energy around it. Faded memory. See, your memory that you could have lost memory. But they are memory. That's your ancestor of memory. So they're going to give you everything that you need. So don't feel like it's going away. Something important is slipping away from your recollection. Okay, so but they here with memories of something lost. See, whatever you lost and you just came back with faded memory, they're here to bring your memory back. So you feel like, oh my God, so you could be having a lot of excitement. Okay. You're having a lot of excitement. And just make sure you write down, the things that you want to reconnect with. And just be specific and write it down. They hear you like they're like it's like a computer. As far as the information you give, they gives it back to you. But you have to be mindful of your thoughts. You have to be mindful, even the daydreams that you could be daydreaming. I didn't realize that daydreaming was really downloads. Daydreams is really connections from the spirit realm, right? That's information being shown to you. You may not have any connection with it or understand how you know it, but sometimes I would suggest writing it down. Write it down in a safe place where you can always go back and look. Because what I tell you, is going to add up to something. That's why I got so many of these cards all the way around. There's a bunch of memories and thoughts that come together when you need them. So sometimes if you don't write it on a card, just write it in a notebook. Okay, that way you get it down. Then you go back and look at it, you will see a story, something that you need to know. Okay, so let's see. Let's pull a couple of these energy messages over here and see what come out. Then we're gonna go ahead and end this reading. And I'm gonna heal this energy too. Okay, so that's just three. So it says the bottom of the world says my high vibes heal the world. Okay, so your good vibes that you're connecting with, the vibe that you're connecting is healing to the world. Okay, it's healing to you. Your thoughts are healthy. Your actions are healthy. And it's really just one less toxic person in the world, which is good, right? Anything we can do to help heal ourselves, to help heals the world. So if you've been really working on it, then this is the message of letting you know, yeah, giving and receiving. So whatever you're giving, the love you're giving, you're getting it back. Okay, whatever you're giving, you're getting it back. And it's like your ancestors are receiving it. Whatever you're giving, they're receiving it. Okay, and they're going to give it back in return. That's a Six of Pentacles energy. That's like you give to me, I give back to you. So something is coming back. It looks like with your manifestation in motion, and we have devotion unites me with infinite. So being devoted, in what you're doing. And your ancestors with all of these stars are here. So they're here with you to help you and guide you, yeah, with a helping hand, with your infinity, with your destiny. Okay, so this has something to do with your destiny. Yeah, achievements and efforts. So this is achievement energy. This has something to do with your achievement, efforts, and plus intention. So your intentions are pure. That's what I'm talking about. Then you have effort. Then you get something for that. This is like a reward, like an ancestor reward energy. Okay, so just stay, keep doing the same thing, keep doing what you're doing. Um, I call on my blessed answers of healing love. I thank you for your sacred knowledge, your wisdom, and your strength. I ask you to walk with me as I heal the elders' shadows and the collective shadows. The collective, the elder shadows, which is the rigidity and refusal to evolve, suppression of younger voices or newer perspectives, abuse of authority or misuse of wisdom, holding on to outdated traditions that stifle growth. Okay, with this toxic work environment too, I'm kind of thinking that it could be some synchronicities where you could be seeing that you could be feeling stifled at work, where you're not able to grow. Okay, it could be some old, outdated, perspectives. Okay, abuse of authority or misuse of wisdom. You could Those are the synchronicities that came out with this shadow. So you could be seeing these things, and you can feel like they're outdated, tradition, or stifle growth. Okay, so your answers are there with you. Okay, you're not alone. The light aspect of, you're receiving the passed down wisdom through generations, even though you may be seeking it elsewhere, and guidance and protection in your decision making, and patience and discipline and resilience is the light aspect. Okay, so a connection to sacred tradition and spiritual authority. So you are good. Okay, just keep healing whatever you can, and whatever in the ways that you can. Being aware is important. Okay, and we'll heal. Okay, now let's heal your energy. Trust the process. Getting advice. Fast track. Stop and reflect. Seek the truth. Heart. Not afraid of hardship, synchronicities, toxic work environment, euphoria, manifestation, emotion, sculpture of self, free to move, pathfinder, guide of clarity, steady progress, connection guide, roots of success, getting better, just go with it, emerging dawn, no illusions, more adventures, adapt and thrive, stand strong, fully immersed, recovery comeback. Okay, emotional overload, hanging on a string, euphoria, manifestation emotion, toxic work environment, synchronicities. And on the back side, it says confidence is my natural state. So that's your natural state. You deserve to be confident in your natural state. So that's a message. And then we have Isaiah 55:11. My word will not return to me empty, but will accomplish what I desire. So if this scripture is significant to you and God started a work in you, he said you will complete it, but will accomplish it what I desire. So he's going to give you the desires of your heart. My word will not return to me empty. So that means your prayers is not falling to the ground. Whatever you're praying for, God's going to come through. Okay. And walk with me as I heal the achievement, devotion, infinite, giving and receiving, higher wisdom, answers unfold, feather of hope, and the hidden keys. Okay? Now we're going to speak my truths. It says, I remain unbothered by what I cannot control because abundance is my birthright. My soul is anchored in divine order because abundance is my birthright. I respond with wisdom and not reaction because abundance is my birthright. I am untouchable in my inner strength. My stillness is my superpower because abundance is my birthright. I trust the calm within me more than the noise outside me because abundance is my birthright. My peace radiates stronger than the world's chaos because abundance is my birthright. I do not break under pressure. I expand in strength because abundance is my birthright. Confusion dissolves in the light of my clarity because abundance is my birthright. I stay grounded in truth no matter the circumstance because abundance is my birthright. Chaos is the backdrop for my peace to shine brighter because abundance is my birthright. My mind is steady, my heart is calm, my spirit is free because abundance is my birthright. I choose serenity over stress always because abundance is my birthright. I choose, I rise above drama and return to center because abundance is my birthright. I am built on a foundation no storm can shake because abundance is my birthright. I stand tall while chaos falls away because abundance is my birthright. I choose to embody grace when the world is restless because abundance is my birthright. My strength multiplies in moments of uncertainty because abundance is my birthright. I remain faithful, fearless, and unshaken because abundance is my birthright. No storm has the power to overthrow my peace because abundance is my birthright. Ashe, amen. And so it is. Ashe, amen. And so it is. Okay. So I hope this message brought some clarity to you. Okay. And I will see you on the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.